Night has fallen, and the moon is a glowing golden orb in the black sky. See how it shines on the dark back roads of America, and on one road in particular. Come with us, and we'll take a walk down the moonlit road, for the night is waiting, and the moon is full.
The Moonlit Road presents Episode 12, The Boo Hag, written by Veronica Byrd and Craig Dominey, and told by Veronica Byrd.
Now, Brother Emmett Fisher was a fine-looking young man. He was well respected around town for being an honest, hard-working fella. Though he was not wealthy, he made a nice living by doing handiwork for the local townspeople. Now, Brother Emmett was getting near to marrying age, and every woman in town was jumping at the chance to be his chosen. While Brother Emmett would have unexpected visits from different women every day, bearing gifts of fried chicken, gumbo, cakes, cookies, and other delicacies. But Brother Emmett had his eyes set on the beautiful young girl who lived deep in the marsh at the end of town in a small cabin. She was beautiful beyond words. But word around town was that she was a little too mysterious, and it was best that he stay away from her. But he couldn't get her out of his mind or out of his thoughts. And what made her even more intriguing was the fact that she would walk through town, turning heads with every step, but never once did she acknowledge the admiring gaze and catcalls of numerous hopeful would-be suitors. Well, after months and months of watching this gorgeous beauty walk through town, Brother Emmett finally worked up enough nerve to cross her path. He had planned it that he just so happened to go fishing in the creek just down from her little cabin. And he had planned to conveniently drop his water jug, breaking it into hundreds of little pieces, leaving him parched and oh so very thirsty. Well, Brother Emmett walked up to her door, and he knocked. Excuse me, ma'am, but my name is Emmett Fisher, and I have broken my water jug, and I am oh so thirsty. Can you please spare me just a cup of water? But when the woman spoke, her voice was even more beautiful than he thought it would be. She invited him in, gave him a cup of water, and asked him to stay for dinner. Now, Brother Emmett stayed for dinner, and the food was oh so very good, and she waited on him hand and foot. Well, Brother Emmett asked if he could stay for breakfast and lunch and dinner the next day. And quicker than you could blink your eye, Brother Emmett married the beautiful woman. Well, after the marriage, they got along tolerable well for quite a while, but after a few months, Brother Emmett realized that there was something peculiar going on about his beautiful wife. You see, late in the midnight hour, Brother Emmett would wake up and find his wife was not there. After waking up numerous nights with his wife not being there, Brother Emmett asked his good friend for advice. He asked his friend who had just gotten married, "Is your wife ever missing when you wake up late at night?" Well, his best friend scratched his chin, looked at Brother Emmett and said, "Oh, so you're waking up in the midnight hour when your wife isn't there, huh? Well, I think it sounds to me like you're married to a Boo Hag." "A Boo Hag," said Emmett. "What in the world is a Boo Hag?" Well, his friend went on to explain. Well, a Boo Hag is an evil spirit that wakes up at night, takes off her skin, and goes out and sucks the blood of victims from near and far. A Boo Hag is an evil spirit that sits on your chest and steals your voice. A Boo Hag is an evil spirit that sits on your back and rides you all night like a horse. Well, Emmett said, well, I don't want to be married to this, what do you call it? A Boo Hag, said his friend, an evil Boo Hag. And his friend told him the only way to get rid of a Boo Hag is to look behind the closet door and take her skin off of the hook. Fill that skin with salt and pepper. Put it back on the hook, close the door, and then simply lay back, wait, and watch. Well, that night, sure enough, Emmett woke up in the midnight hour. He turned over, his wife was gone, and he did as he was told. He got out of bed, went to the closet door, opened the closet, and there on the hook was the Boo Hag's skin. Emmett took that skin off of the hook, filled it with salt and pepper, put it back on the hook, closed the door, and he went back and got into the bed, and he lay there and waited for her to return the next morning. Well, sure enough, as the sun was about to rise, the cabin door opened, and in walked his skinless wife. She went directly to the closet door, opened the door, and on the hook was her skin, and she whispered to her skin, I done been out and had my fun, but I'm back now and my work's all done. So let me in, skin, the sun's about to crest. I'm a Boo Hag, and you know I needs my skin to take my rest. Well, that evil Boo Hag took that skin off of the hook. She stepped into it. She stepped into the feet. She stepped into the hands. And she fastened that skin around her skinless body. After a while, though, that salt and pepper started to itch and started to burn. Well, Boo Hag started to take that skin off, but the more she tried to take it off, the tighter it got, and she screamed and hollered because that skin was just burning. Well, with that, Emmett Fisher jumped out of the bed, and he said, I got you now, you old Boo Hag witch. You have fooled me. You tricked me into marrying you, and now I must kill you in this hot, boiling barrel of tar. And he pushed the Boo Hag into a large barrel he had cooking on the hearth. And that Boo Hag burned and melted in that hot barrel of tar. Oh, and the screams could be heard for miles and miles and miles. Being the handy man that he was, Emmett knew exactly what he was going to do with that hot barrel of tar. As the sun was climbing above the horizon, Emmett was climbing onto the top of his house, and he poured that hot tar all over the top, and he laid himself a new roof. So, all of you nice-looking, hard-working men out there, next time your eye is caught by a beautiful young girl, you'd better get to know her before you marry her, because you, too, may wake up late in the midnight hour and find yourself sleeping next to a Boo Hag.
That concludes this tale from the Moonlit Road. Be sure to visit our website at themoonlitroad.com to find out more about our stories and let us know how we're doing. The Moonlit Road is produced and directed by Craig Dominey, recorded and soundscaped by Henry Howard in beautiful Stone Mountain, Georgia. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.